Good evening and welcome to Clerk of Court Live. My name is Wasil Fashina, Chief of Staff to Honorable Dorothy Brown, and I will be your host this evening. You may view Clerk of Court Live on CAN TV, Channel 21, or on cantv.org/live. This is a live call-in show, and we welcome questions and comments from our audience. The number is 312-738-1060, so feel to call at any time. We'll be here to answer your questions. Today, I'm proud to introduce a very special guest, the Honorable Dorothy Brown, Clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County. Welcome, Madam Clerk.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fashina. Thank you for hosting today. So it's exciting to be able to kick off this program again. We haven't been on in a while, yes. But it's exciting to be able to kick off this program and to be able to give people from our office an opportunity to come on and talk to the viewers. So,
on that note, can you tell us the overall functions of the clerk's office?
Well, people always wonder about that, and I think, too, that since I've been in office, I've been able to raise awareness to the clerk's office. Of course, you've been there for how many years?
24 years.
24 years, oh my goodness. So you've been there for 24 years, and you're currently the chief of staff, my chief of staff, so I appreciate that. And before that, you were the chief financial officer, and before that, you were in the child support area as their chief financial officer. So you've done an excellent job. I just wanted to put that out there before we move forward. But the clerk's office, and I try to distinguish it from the county clerk, because a lot of times people call our office and they'll ask for the county clerk, or when they introduce me either as the city clerk, the county clerk, or and I said I'm the circuit court clerk. So let me show the differences there. So the city clerk and used to be Susanna Mendoza. It's I believe Valencia. I'm not quite sure exactly of the new city clerk, but there's a new city clerk now. But the city clerk is responsible for all of the record keeping. Now you see the title clerk tells you that there's some paperwork involved. Yes. So it's responsible for the record keeping for the city council. Also giving notification of city council meetings, and when you pay for your parking tickets or you pay for your city sticker, you go to the city clerk. Now, the county clerk is responsible for the record keeping for the county board of directors, and also they run the election. So today is election day, April 4th. Hopefully, if you haven't gone out to vote, you should go out to vote, exercise your right to vote. And they also, you can get marriage licenses, death certificates from the county clerk, even birth certificates. And then, so they're the record keepers for the county. I am the circuit court clerk. If you see on the screen, clerk of the circuit court. So I'm responsible for the record keeping, if you will, for the circuit court of Cook County. So we have all of the files for all the different case types. We collect fees and fines. We collect bail bond money.
Yes.
And we disperse that to the various agencies according to the law.
That's good. That's good. What was your vision for the clerk's office when you first took office?
It's interesting that you would ask that question, because I believe that every leader should have a vision. And I incorporated my vision within 5 strategic initiatives. And I would imagine that people around Cook County probably know my 5 strategic initiatives by now. Everybody that starts at the clerk's office, I make sure that they know what the 5 strategic initiatives are. Because I believe that in order for your staff to really help you affect the vision, they need to know the vision. Yeah. So the first is 21st century technology. Bring the office into the 21st century, and we've done essentially that. The second is customer service, making sure people are treated with courtesy and respect, something that governments, because they're a monopoly, don't always do. And then we have operation efficiency, running an office in the most efficient and effective manner. Training, then fourth is training and developing the employees. So you can't leave the employees out. You have to make sure that you train the employees. And then finally, financial accountability, making sure that you are accounting for the funds properly, accurately, and accurately. When I first started, there was a lot of audit findings for the clerk's office, and now we're basically down to zero. So I'm excited about that. And you played a big part in that.
Great job on that. Can you mention a few of the programs you've implemented since
I've been in office?
Yes.
Okay. So one of the biggest things that we've done is electronic filing. Making sure that people can file their cases from the comfort of their home or their office so that they no longer have to come down to the office for all of our civil case types except for one. And with our new case management system that we'll be putting in place, you will be able to electronically file things for both civil cases, criminal cases, and traffic cases for everything. And just as an FYI, for everyday citizens as well as attorneys, coming this next January 1st, 2018, everyone is going to be required on a mandatory basis to electronically file into our office. Now, we're going to have some computers at the courthouse just in case you don't have a computer at home so that you can actually come on site and use our computers and electronically file. Now, you may have to pay to use the computers, who knows? But the jury is still out on that. But we're going to make sure that you're able to electronically file and meet your mandatory mandate. That's one of the main things that we've done. We've also created. We have almost 400 million images of documents that are that people can actually see when they come to our office. They no longer have to ask for the paper. They can just simply look on our public access terminals, and we renamed them the digital access terminals, where they can actually look up the digital images on the terminals, and they can print them if they need them. They don't have to wait for the paper to come from the warehouse, the files to come from the warehouse. And we've been actually digitizing forms and files since probably about 2005 for our county division, 2009 for our chancery division, and then on up from there for all of our other civil case type divisions.
And along with the images that you have, do you still have to keep the paper records?
Unfortunately, we do. We still have to keep the paper records according to the Illinois Supreme Court. Now, we want to make sure that people can call in. I know you announced earlier that if you have this is a live show,
Yes,
right?
that is
And
correct.
if you have a question, you can call that number that's on the screen there and talk to myself. And if I don't know the answer, I'll get Mr. Fashina to give you the answer. So, but yes, sir, we do. We have to keep the paper file. And looks like we may have a caller.
Yeah, caller, you on the air. You have a question? Comment? Okay.
Okay, maybe we lost that caller.
Okay.
huh?
We
But
still, the number is 312-738-1060. We are taking calls. This is a live show. We are taking calls and comments. Any program, upcoming program you would like to share?
Yes, absolutely. I would like to let people know that there is an amnesty week coming up. Thank you. So we're going to have 5 days when the collection fees will be waived. You know, these collection fees can get way, way, way up there. And so, according to the law. So what we're going to do, we've got our collection firms to agree to waive the collection fee. And from Monday, April 17th through Friday, April 21st, you're going to be able to pay in person during the office hours, or you can pay by phone, and you will be able to pay without paying the collection fees.
It looks like we have another caller on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Go ahead. We can hear you.
And I think it's a little low. Maybe we need to have our control room to turn it up a little bit. We can.
Well, while we're waiting,
Have a few technical difficulties, but I can
Yes.
finish. So just don't worry about, just go and you can make full or partial payments for the amnesty week. That's going to start Monday, April 17th, going through Friday, April 21st at any of our clerk's office location. You can also call in to our numbers. For Chicago, you can pay by phone by calling 312-603-2933, and suburban districts 2 through 6, 847-818-2436. Of course, you can go on our website and get the same information, Cook County clerkofcourt.org.
okay, thank you for that information. And I know you also have your annual expungement summit. You want to talk a little bit about that coming up this year?
Yes. So I'm excited. You know, every year I have the expungement summit, and this year, and we always try to move it around the county. And so this year, we have been blessed to have Cicero Township, the Cicero, Illinois, to agree to host it. It's going to be at the Unity, beautiful junior high school, Unity Junior High School, 2115 South 54th Avenue, Cicero, Illinois. It looks
Yeah.
like we have a caller.
We have another caller on the line. Go ahead, caller.
Yes. I'm very interested in their e-filing service, and I was wondering, can anyone e-file, and do they have to register to e-file, and how would they do that if they do?
Okay, thank you. Absolutely. Yes, anybody can e-file, whether that is the attorney or a pro se. And as I said, starting January 1st of this year, everyone is going to have to, it's going to be mandatory to e-file. And then, and you register, go to our website, cookcountyclerkofcourt.org, and you'll be able to register. It's very easy. We have webinars on there, and it will teach you step by step. It even has closed captioning in case you are hearing impaired.
I believe, Clerk Brown, we have another caller on the air.
Okay. Caller?
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hi. Hi, Clerk Brown. I am a big fan of yours. You are known as the expungement clerk throughout the county and the entire state, and you've helped me and quite a few of my friends. So I want to say thank you for that.
You are welcome.
But I do have a question because I am actually a party on a civil case now, and there are quite a few defendants. And I wanted to know if there would be an issue if I came to the courthouse and needed to look at the file. Is there a way that I could view the documents on the computer, or do I have to wait to view that single paper file?
Actually, you can view it on the computer. We have digital access terminals, and so when you get there, just ask anyone in that particular department, depending on what case it is, and if it's in the Daily Center, because it's in the city of Chicago, then we have our divisions on the 12th floor, the 8th floor, and the 6th floor for the civil case types, and traffic is in the lower level. So you can go to any of those floors, just go right up to those computers, and the directions are really, really simple.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you. You've done a lot in your 16 years, and what's the most challenging part of what you do on a daily basis?
The most challenging probably is making sure that all the employees is treating customers with courtesy and respect. That's the most challenging thing, and that they're treating each other with courtesy and respect, and then making sure that if in fact something occurs, ensuring that we're properly investigating it, that we're giving everyone their due process, both the individual that's being complained on as well as the complainant, And so that's the most challenging. My thing is, why don't people just get along? It'd be a lot easier if we could just get along. But I understand that we have our different issues. People are raised differently. Some people see things as being okay and others do not. So that's why you're going to have complaints. And I'm not sure.
Yeah, we have another caller.
Okay. Great.
Go ahead, caller. Question?
Okay.
Well, while we're waiting, we want to talk about the expungement a little bit more.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a little bit more information on this. So that's going to be Saturday, June 10th, at Unity Junior High School, 2115 South 54th Avenue in Cicero, Illinois. Doors are going to open at 8:30. Go online at cookcountyclerkofcourt.org and you can see all of the data, documents that you need to bring for that day. We're going to have attorneys there to see you. We'll have the Illinois Prison Review Board there. It's going to be, it's always a great historical event. And so just make sure that you get the information and you come prepared to be helped, because it's about the business. We are about the business of helping you.
That's good. That's great. On the expungement, do you do mini expungement, or these are just the main ones are the ones you do annually?
This is the main one, but if there's someone out there that would like for us to have an expungement seminar, where we may not have as many attorneys there, we can give out the information to you, then give us a call at 312-603-5031.
We have a caller on the air. Go ahead, caller. Can you speak up a little bit?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi. I'm looking at about the expungement summit, and I want to know, does it cost anything to get records expunged?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. Thank you. It depends on whether or not you can afford it. We will have judges there on that Saturday to be able to have you meet with them. If they can determine that you just simply cannot afford to pay, then they can rule you indigent and give me an order to have you file for free. Now that actually exists throughout the year. You don't have to just wait to come to my summit. So no, it does not cost anything. If in fact you cannot afford to pay, that a judge can actually issue a ruling telling me to accept your filing for free. However, if you can afford to pay, it costs $120 for the actual petition, and then there are certified dispositions depending on how many cases. The dispositions cost about $9. Now, also, you would go over to the police department and get your rap sheet, and that's based upon the price that the various police agencies charge.
Okay, we have another caller on the air. Caller, go ahead.
Hello. My question is regarding mortgage foreclosures. I heard that your office helps people who've had a foreclosure before to find out if there's any money that's left over. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Oh, wow. Yes, absolutely. We have something called Mortgage Foreclosure Surplus Search. So you can go on our website at cookcountyclerkofcourt.org, and you can actually look on there and search your name, your last name and first initial, and you can determine whether or not you have money coming to you.
Okay, that's great. What else do you have on your? Oh, we have another caller on the air. Caller. Caller, are you on the air? Go ahead.
Hi, I was wondering, I have traffic tickets and I want to know, how do you pay them online?
Oh, okay. Very good. We have an electronic plea of innocent or guilty, I'll say, on our website. So go to cookcountyclerkofcourt.org and you can click on e-plea. And you're either pleading guilty or you're pleading and that you're going to pay your traffic ticket, or you're going to plead innocent and we'll send you a court date, or you can request traffic safety school. And the system, depending on whether or not you qualify for those different things, the system will, of course, let you know.
Okay, thank you. And right now, you should note the contact information for the office of the Clerk of the Circuit Court. We are headquartered at the Daily Center at 50 West Washington, and we have various locations throughout suburban Cook County and in the city of Chicago. Our telephone number is 312-603-5031, and our website is cookcountyclerkofcourt.org. Well, we are almost out of time. Thank you, Clerk Brown.
Thank you.
For providing such interesting information about the Office of the Clerk of the Circuit Court. And we have our contact information. Honorable Dorothy Brown, Clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County, cookcountyclerkofcourt.org, 50 West Washington Street, room 1001. So thank you very much, and Clerk Brown, once again, we appreciate you and thank you for all the interesting information you provided tonight.
Oh, this has been phenomenal. So look forward to our show in the next couple of weeks. We're going to have a lot of interesting people here. Get your questions down. Anything that you would like to find out about the clerk of the court and information you need to find out about what you need to bring to our expungement summit or how you can go about even applying for expungement before that date. There are a lot of new laws that have that have gone into effect. So thank you all for listening to us today, and it's going to be an exciting show. We'll be here what time every week?
Every week, every Tuesday, we'll be here, and the next one is at 4:30 p.m. next Tuesday. Our host is going to be Dennis Solofra, and our guest is Amy Shibilo to talk about our Suburban Bureau. And they will be here to tell you about all the activities and we perform at the Suburban District. So thank you, Clerk Brown, for coming, and have a good evening.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, look like we have another caller.
Well, we have one more caller before we go. Go ahead, caller.
Thank you for taking my phone call. I have a quick question. If I have tickets and I can't afford to pay them, is there a payment plan?
Oh, wow. There is. There is a payment plan. Just contact our office, and we'll be happy to take your ticket. Now, I don't know if you were on earlier when we talked about the Amnesty Week, but we have an Amnesty Week coming up on April 17th. And it's going to go through the 21st. So it's April 17th through the 21st. And so you can come to our office, or you can pay in person, or you can call in, but you'll be able to pay full payment, or you'll be able to pay partial payments. And so you want to take advantage of that as well. But you can, yes, you do not have to pay full payments. You can set up a payment plan. We can even take it directly out of your debit card or bank account every month if you decide, well, I want to set up this automatically because I want to definitely get this paid, and I don't want to forget to pay my fine. Because, a lot of times, if you don't pay your fine, your tickets will be, your driver's license will be suspended. And then in the case of criminal cases, your probation can be revoked. So you want to pay, and you want to pay on time. So I believe we have a little bit more time, so.
Talking about traffic payment. We need. Do you do aside from the online? Can they mail their payments in to any particular area in the office?
They can. You don't have to. You can mail it in directly to the accounting department right there in the Daily Center. So that would be 50 West Washington Street, Suite 1005. And that's Chicago, Illinois, 60602.
Okay.
So just don't forget, you can pay. We will take your funds. We don't want you to get in trouble in any way. We want you to keep your driver's license.
Okay. Thank you very much. And thanks to our viewers. And thank you for joining. And thank you for all the questions. We really appreciate it. Have a good night.